Fans are wrestling open. This is Denver, Colorado. The man not the play. It's going to be joined by referee Scott Robinson for tonight's Spotlight match. It's going to be 2 debuts coming to us courtesy of H2O Wrestling. Tell us about these gentlemen in the ring, Scott.
So 2 weeks ago, we had a gigantic tryout, and these two impressed Wrestling Open officials. Had to get them on the show. I'm really, really excited to see both of them tonight.
Yeah, obviously Hardway, powerhouse, able to lift up his larger opponent, Redfield, and slam him down with ease, but Redfield is as resilient as they come. I think one of the things that wrestlers don't really think about, they don't incorporate into their game plan when they come to Wrestling Open for the first time. It's unusual to have the fans this close in the ring, and it's very easy for somebody to say the wrong thing, get under a wrestler's skin, and throw them off their game.
Absolutely, but I'll tell you what, I was watching both of these competitors come out. They didn't show any of that nervousness. I don't think they were phased at all.
No, not necessarily being nervous, though, but somebody says the wrong thing, it might tick you off, and, you know, you can't take your eye off your opponent. Both these guys are heavy hitters, so Big Red certainly with his fair share of fans here at the White Eagle in Worcester, Massachusetts, and Hardway is looking to try and capitalize on this opportunity. Obviously, a thickly muscled, well-conditioned athlete, great extension with that drop kick, able to wipe his opponent off his feet, buy himself some valuable time.
But see, now, like you said, maybe someone said something to me. He's starting to badmouth the crowd. He hit a fantastic-looking dropkick. He's got to follow up on it.
Exactly. Of course, we go live on IWTV exclusively at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock Eastern, the finals of the Jumbo Grand Prix. It's going to be Fancy Ryan Clancy and TJ Crawford. Bad blood between those two for more than 10 months, going back to when TJ Crawford betrayed Ryan Clancy, who was trying to help him keep his temper under control. And as a result, we've seen TJ Crawford, Brad Hollister, and Brick City as big business, pretty much ruling the roost here at White Eagle.
Yeah, I think bad blood is putting it lightly. I was actually in the ring when TJ kicked Ryan Clancy. I think we were all kind of shocked, and since then, like you said, big business has been running roughshod over Wrestling Open.
Look at this big, powerful maneuver, that stalling suplex, going to have an opponent close to 300 pounds overhead, and Hardway's not done. Just running in with that flying forearm, but this is where, right now, okay, great arm, but took a few extra seconds away from going into that pin, and the match is still going to continue.
Especially because he flexed, then went to the pin. If he flexed, then maybe tried to hit another move, then put Redfield away.
You know what a great time to flex is, Scott? After you've already won the match.
That's a very good point, DC.
Of course, we know that speaking of Brad Hollister, he's going to be calling in a big favor with a big man in Brian Malonis, one-on-one with Jermaine Marbury. We know that Crew is in a 5-minute tag team challenge matchup. The Kellys in a grudge match against Waves and Curls. Ivy Malibu making her Wrestling Open debut against Elle Valentine. Oh, man, I don't want to take anything away from this action. The power from Hardway is just undeniable. But again, taking too much time. And that time, you know, the Wounds of War really starting to show.
I mean, he's hitting some impactful-looking strikes.
Well, I mean, that's impressive. That's impressive.
It's impressive, but I mean, come on. You're making your debut at Wrestling Open and you're doing push-ups into a pin. I mean,
well, you've got to impress the Wrestling Open officials. If you want to get brought back, that is certainly easier said than done. And a victory goes a long way in that department. Redfield having trouble really getting out of the blocks as Hardway is just controlling and dominating with his strength.
I think after that vertical suplex when he held him up there, that really disoriented Redfield. And like you said, he's having a lot of trouble coming back here.
Big Red doing his best to mount a comeback, but just getting snuffed out right now.
Speaking of mount, Hardway goes into the mount, just laying in those strikes again. Referee Tyler Calloway is making sure that those fists stay open.
Now, Scott, when you're right in there, right, is there a moment of intimidation where it's like, man, I don't want to get caught in the crossfire. I don't want to get caught with one of these right hands?
A tiny bit of you, yes, for sure. I mean, because most of these competitors, they're so big, they're so strong, and they're so fast, too. You know, you just have to, you know, the self-preservation, unbelievable clothesline there by Redfield, turning the tide.
Well, Hardway spending too much time worrying about the fans, not enough time worrying about his opponent, came back to haunt him.
Ooh, that was close, but Redfield was the opposite of Hardway. He hits that great move, goes right into the pin.
He's got it. He knows he's going to be running on empty.
I don't know what he has left to try and finish off Hardway here. He took a lot of punishment early in this match.
Could be a mistake. You had the big man down, letting him get back up to his feet, and now it looks like we're going to see some power from Redfield, but he could not get that maneuver hooked. And now a similar position from Hardway.
Trading elbows here.
Telegraph that clothesline. Oh, missing with a Superman punch. Oh, and a pop Pop-up sit-up powerbomb. He could not stay in a position for the pin.
5 minutes remain.
What's this?
Wow.
Oh, he calls that the Red Dead Redemption. Let's see if he can get the pin.
An impressive victory and debut from Ryan Redfield.
The time of the fall, 5 minutes, 14 seconds. Your winner, Big Red, Ryan Redfield.
Again, thank you to everybody checking us out at youtube.com/BN Wrestling. We're going to be heading over to IWTV.live exclusively at 8 o'clock Eastern for Wrestling Open the Finish Line featuring the finals of the Jumbo Grand Prix Tournament. Good luck tonight, Scott.
Thanks, DC.